Maybe I did.
Yeah, your light is on.
Oh, it's on?
No, it is.
Now it is?
Now it's
Ah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, welcome everybody to Innervision FM. Another day in the light of craziness going on. And Alan C, he's on the road traveling. Uh, so he will be, well, I guess he'll be catching the show a little bit later. I want to remind you that Innervision is a nonprofit organization, Innervision FM, and you can support us through our Cash App, Innervision J, and also you can we have the Krispy Kreme thing going on, and so you can go to our website, innervisionrecords.org, and we have the Regal Theater going on, so you can live in any city. I don't know if there's any Regal theaters outside the country, but I don't know. Maybe they will still honor the tickets. Crispy Donuts, uh, I don't know. I'm thinking like I'm gonna send a present to a friend. Which I think I could do that. They have the delivery service. If I have what's that thing called? It's through Uber, but you can have food delivered
Oh
as a
yeah,
gift.
like Panda
Yeah,
Express and stuff.
yeah, because
We
I
have
have
that
some.
here. Panda Express is here. Krispy Kreme is actually here. There's one store in the mall in Legazpi.
Yeah, so because I had some friends that said that they didn't know where the nearest Krispy Kreme was, and oh well. I guess it is what it is. So anyway, so we have some interesting topics today from I was and I need to make sure I registered your song. This is a thing called BDS, um, where you register the songs and then as you get radio play, then I guess it connects with the BMI stuff. So I was doing that last night and once you get into the rhythm of the thing, it really works well.
Really?
Like I said, yeah. Which is just all these little things you have to remember how to do. Okay, police car
That's
revolving light, huh?
like getting into stuff when you've been out of it for a couple months is hard. Like I just got back into the Studio One stuff. It's like, how do you do this again?
This- Yeah, because I was gonna do like a radio thing, and I had this let's see, was station playlist creator, and I totally forgot how to set it up where you can record your voice and then set it where it goes out as soon as the lyrics come in. And it's like, haven't used it. Okay. I was looking at some stuff on the news and of course I wanted to see my doctor February 7 and he's suggesting stuff that he wants me to do. So he's saying, "Oh, you should go take the flu shot because you're this age and you should go get the jab because you're this age." And I'm up here
Probably not.
saying, I said, no, I said,
Why
I don't
don't
think
you go
so.
get the jab?
Yeah. 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 I was like,
Let
no,
me
I
think.
don't think
Nope.
so. I don't know. And he said, I seriously suggest. And I said, okay.
They were making it a actual thing you had to do here. You have to
Yeah.
get a flu shot. And it's like, no.
And I, and
Then
I
they're
stopped.
saying, well, if the kids go to school, they have to have a flu shot. You go, not going to school then. That's all there is to it. My wife went to
Ridiculous.
work in Manila one time in 2022, I think, and they made her get a flu shot. It's like
Uh,
now she's got problems now.
and I guess they fix it where you can't sue them. You can't
Yeah,
do all this
they
stuff.
did that in what 79 or something like that. They made it
Yeah.
so that the pharmaceutical companies can't be sued for anything that they do.
Now, who thought of that? I mean, that must have been something that
Well, that's
they must have got.
pharmaceutical company. they don't want to have to be responsible for stuff they're doing.
Yeah, but for one of the senators to put that into law and just say, oh, we're going to do that.
Who look at the pockets that were lined? Who introduced the bill?
You know what? I'm going to look that up. I'm going to, hold on. Wait, hold on. Who introduced the bill to make it illegal to sue pharmaceuticals for their vaccines? Let's see. Yeah, Justice Department announces fraud. I don't want to, I'm not talking about fraud. I'm talking about Ken, Ken Paston? No. Oh, and now they give me the ones that putting in
That fought
legislation
against it.
to sue them, but that's not what I asked. S- Some guy named Goldstar. Okay. I hate this Google. I asked it one question and then it gives me all the other questions around that question. Oh, okay. Let me ask it more specifically now. Okay. In 1979 or 1980s, a bill was introduced to prevent people from suing pharmaceutical companies for flu shots. Who was that? Mm, yeah, yeah. 1986, 1985. So I'm getting closer. So it was introduced in 1980, 85, 86. Committee report. Oh man,
Here it is. Here it is.
you got it?
Yeah, hang on just a second here. It's coming up. Well, come on now. Why is this not working?
Instead of telling me this, it's two summaries for HR, what? I just want a name. Man, they got this.
The NPR doesn't come up. NPR.org won't come up on the thing.
They won't
So
come up either. Well, anybody, if you know, put it in the subject line as you see, like we kind of Google this thing. So if you find, I want a name. I got the House bill this and the Senate confirmation this, and I'm not looking for that.
2005, they're showing that Congress creates lawsuit shield for vaccine makers.
Hmm.
November 23rd, 2025 or 2005.
Yeah. So the advisory, ah, too too silly. So it's like the person that was pushed for us a partition. So no vaccine should be liable for injury or death.
Yep.
God, do people read this stuff? I mean, if people read this stuff, you know, is it just that a lot of people just want to put their head in the sand? Because I knew about this even before I opened up this page that you couldn't sue them. I just didn't know the details like I'm reading now. Because you think like it would be a provision like, well, if you kill the person with the vaccine, then at least you give them some kind of compensation. But it says no, no. If you're 6 feet under, we won't even do that.
That's our testing program.
Yeah. And then they were talking like about a 500,000 people. They went under doing all this stuff. Wow. Okay, man, this is a lot of stuff, man. Because I've been thought like, if you had to actually have to read one of these bills, I would put it on like speech and just hit down and let's see how long I could listen before I fell asleep. Because some of these bills like they're like 1,000, 2,000 pages. It's like,
Beautiful bills, yeah, 1,100 and some pages.
yeah. So anyway, this is a long circle to say I don't trust it. So there was a song called "Don't Trust It." 911 is a joke. Uh, and and I guess it was Flavor Flav he did that song. So I say like the jab is a joke. So this was on Charlie's Kirk show. So in Salem Media, and I think there might be a look, there might be a link there. So they're saying like, what changed the have the CDC turn back that? Well, probably because of the ineffectiveness of it, where you had line, I like to call him Lion Biden, saying, "Oh, if you take the jab, you won't get sick."
And they changed the definition of that vaccine.
Yeah,
Used to be something that I think it would the stop the disease that it's supposed to be fixing. And now it's just, well, it'll affect it, good or
no,
bad.
gee. Now and then also so on Charlie Kirk show, he showed us that a lot of young men are moving to the right, and I was listening to something else about like how long would these guys would put up with the this is a story I heard it this morning. So they hired, I think it's happened in Kansas. They hired this lady who has the name her, he, or whatever, those barnacles they put in the names. And so they hired her to make to turn on the alert when a tornado came is in the city. Well, somehow she missed that part of the class. Right. So the tornado hit and nobody had any warning because the person they hired with the blue hair missed that class in how to alert people. So they recently fired her
She'll
because,
be suing to get her job back, I'm sure.
oh man. So, but can you imagine if you're in charge of the alarm system and you don't know where it's at? It's almost like you're thinking like, well, yeah, I'm in this position, but I didn't think that we would ever use it. So, uh, oh, okay. So it says, why are these young guys moving into it? Could it be faith, freedom, and fatherhood? Could be. Okay, and now the big beautiful bill, which I don't know if you had a chance to click on the link. This is on Chris Stegall. He's heard 6 a.m. Morning. But anyway, and I like this. Okay, you know how these rogue judges have been deciding that they're the president and the president is not the president? Well, I
Yeah.
hope the Democrats don't find out about this. But he played a video about Johnson saying that they put it in there to rein these attorneys in. Now, this is what I hope. I hope they don't say 2 years from now.
Well, first they got to get the Senate to pass the bill, and Senate ain't going to pass the bill. There's too many rhino senators.
Ah, man. Now that's frustrating. You here you got well a slim
Can't
majority, and you can't get things
get
done.
nothing passed.
So,
But I mean, what's going to happen is martial law is going to be declared.
hmm,
You can almost bet on because these judges aren't backing down.
hmm.
Trump isn't able to get stuff done. He's got
Oh,
all the proof he needs to show that it was a coup back in 2020
yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
2020, and they went into you know devolution.
Oh, yeah. They're looking for who planted that pipe overnight as well, right in front of all
The
the
pipe bomb? Oh
yes.
yeah, and they know who did it. But it was the FBI that did it, so
And they're looking into the cocaine that was found in
in
the
the
White House.
in the White House, yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
It,
and
it started out saying it was probably hunters, but it was probably Joe.
yeah,
Seen
I
another
saw that.
headline that Joe was in Gitmo and died in
Hmm.
2018 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Okay, this day in history, May 20, performing arts and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. 1897. I got let's see.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that it went on sale in London. So, so let me see what year
Changing
was that?
horror forever.
1897?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Frankenstein, that came out way back then too.
Yeah, so okay.
What was her name? Shelley.
Charlie Winters? No?
I don't remember. Let me look it up
See.
here.
I just know Bela Lugosi was probably the only second to Barnabas Collins. But Johnny Depp did a pretty good rendition of that Dark Shadows too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so Shelley, she was in it as one of the
Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley.
no, what did she do?
She wrote Frankenstein in
Oh,
1818.
wow, okay. Now what
She was
imagination.
18 when she wrote it.
I wonder what nightmare did she see to have that
No,
concept.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen stories where all these old fairy tales and stories like the Grimm fairy tales and stuff like that, they weren't fairy tales. They really happened.
Hmm.
Children getting eaten and stuff like that.
Gee.
I mean, they have to come from somewhere, and then how do you get it into a nightmare if it didn't come from somewhere? I don't know.
Cannibalism at its fullest form. Oh, 1949, Marilyn Monroe posed for this was it velvet?
Red velvet photo shoot. I don't
Wow,
know.
okay. Right in the middle of downtown Moscow, in front of this, it's a hamburger place. They have like, I don't know if it's a life size, but it's pretty might be pretty close to a lifestyle like statue of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, so even she's international.
Goes back to that they had a commercial a long time ago, probably in the
Hmm.
90s maybe. Swimwear, very nice.
Yes. 1963, Bob Dylan uh, released his album Free Willing.
Yeah, freewheeling.
So was that the one that had the song Like a Rolling Stone?
Yeah, probably and probably blowing in the wind.
Blowing Wind? Okay, that's another the famous one. Okay.
Let's look it up and see.
1986. Oh, now this I used we had one of these soaker water guns.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah, Lonnie Johnson. So he patents it. Oh man, coming up with that idea. Yeah, yeah. We definitely was using that in the summertime. I thought, for some reason I thought that was around long before the 80s, but I guess not.
Skip to main plus 1 8 7 7 8 3
Oh,
6
hold on, let me
5
see if I can.
6 4 3.
Yeah, blowing in the wind was in
Yes,
that album.
877. Who is this? See, I got these people that they call me. I tell them the number back and then they hang up. But anyway, what were you saying about the
He said
soaker?
blowing in the wind was on that freewheeling album.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so that was one of the iconics, 1963. And now then they got mad at him because he switched from acoustic to electric. So, or the purists of folk music wanted him just to stick with the acoustic guitar.
Well, you have to serve somebody.
Yeah.
And when that's the song,
Oh yeah.
you gotta serve somebody. Oh, that was off of his album in 2002 or 2001.
Oh yes.
After he became a Christian, then he got sucked back into the stuff.
Hmm.
He didn't last very long as a Christian, I don't think.
Oh yeah. So now we're going into the Krispy Kreme donuts and support us with that, and also support the Regal Theater. You know, there's a movie out. Remember the guy that played in The Beekeeper? He's from he has an
Jason
accent.
Statham?
Yeah. So he makes this other movie, and I guess the plot is um, he's working for this guy, and this guy's daughter gets kidnapped, and the guy he's looking for someone to go find the daughter.
Yeah.
And so this guy is like 2 hours of this guy just going through people.
No,
Oh,
he's made a bunch of those kind of movies, and he people like his movie. I enjoy Jason Statham.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
I like the stuff.
he is a true bad, bad, badass.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He started
So,
he's a was an Olympic swimmer, a diver.
oh, okay. Because in that one beekeeper, like, well, no, I shouldn't tell. Well, it's a part in the movie where in one of his getaways, he puts on this diving suit and he jumps in the water and he gets away.
Yep.
But yes. So yes, he definitely uses that. So, but yeah, we're supposed to go see that eventually. Oh, maybe I might just buy a couple of tickets and then at least I could say I bought some first. So we're probably going to go see that. Well, hopefully it'll still be there. Not this Friday, but next Friday. Or yeah, yeah, because I gotta have my popcorn and do the movie thing. So anyway, so put down in the subject line what movies that you guys might be interested in, and we'll we'll probably talk about it again. Now tomorrow, I got 2 meetings. I'm going to the which I might put it in the subject line. So if people wanted to join the meeting from all across the United States, I don't care. So this meeting is going to be a community meeting, and Alex Valdez, the guy that I ran against, this is his last term in Congress, well, in the House. So I'm going to go for it one more time, and if I don't win it this time, then I'll just say, it wasn't meant to be.
Mm.
But it'd be interesting to see who they put up. So
Here they introduced a thing for mixed gender. It finally made it here
oh,
in schools.
why? Why?
I don't know.
Is this
I'm good. I'm telling him, you screw with my daughter in school, you have to screw with me though.
this is
I
great?
will not put up with it. I've
Uh,
talked to both the girls. I said, you guys got to have your eyes and ears open. You can't be screwing around with this stuff.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my daughter's baby daddies, and he was saying that I guess she got in trouble because she was fighting and stuff. I said, well, maybe find out the underlying reason. She's not fighting people for nothing. Something's going on there,
Yeah.
and it's just sit down and have a one-on-one type of talk and say, hey, what's going on here? Because
My youngest, my daughter here, she had a problem with a bully that was always talking dirty stuff to her. I mean, she's only 8 years old now, and she told him to stop, and he wouldn't. So she stepped up, she pushed him to the ground.
oh
He
man.
didn't do that anymore.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta punch the bully in the nose, and then
Yeah.
they get the
2 or 3
message.
makes him stop.
Yes, yes. All right, we're gonna call it a night, and I'm gonna continue on right now. I'm cleaning out my system from all this frosting. Oh man. So will I ever learn, or is it like, oh well, who knows? So
All
anyway,
that
so
frosting's gonna make you turn white.
or at least give me like a beer, like the frosted from beer.
Do a
People
milk
used to do
mustache.
that. They used to do like, like put a beard in their face with the frosting. I think I did that when I was a kid.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you always wanted to lick the bowl. Sure. Oh, the good old days. All right. Well, anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. And I didn't put anything about Billie Eilish winning all 7 awards. I thought, I mean, she's okay. I don't know if she's worth 7 awards, but it is what it is. That's what young